I went on a little weekend trip to the Sunshine Coast of BC, which is different from the one in Australia. It's much, much smaller and probably a lot cooler, but we still had fantastic weather. And I took a few video clips to show you where we were and what we were doing. And it's going to play right after the intro. Enjoy. Okay, well, that was my little impression of my vacation. I hope you enjoyed it because I didn't really do any vlogging. I just filmed. And to tell you the truth, I filmed the whole thing on my iPhone 13 Pro. I was just, like a stupid person filming because I thought, I want to share this. These were all such beautiful, beautiful places. And even walking through the forest, I tried to convey how some of those paths were really, really hard to walk on, with like the roots and the rocks, and it's kind of carved out right at the coastline. So it's really, really beautiful, and I wanted to bring that back with me and show you guys. What I also did was, since our hotel was right on the beach, there's basically the hotel, then the street, and a beach with a pier. In the evenings, I went out there to took some long exposure photography in the sunsets, and I noticed how my little tripod, that my Manfrotto tripod, is woefully inadequate for it. It was way too short to do some of the things that I wanted to do, because when you're 5'9" and your tripod only reaches to here, you imagine the picture you want to take, and then your camera is down here and takes a completely different perspective picture. So I said, I need to get a taller tripod. And of course, I wanted the carbon fiber from Peak Design, but I can't afford it. I go taking pictures a few times a year. Spending that much money on a tripod is just not in the picture. That's a stupid expression. I go taking pictures a few times a year, and spending so much money on a tripod is just not logical. It just makes no sense for me. So this is what I got. Ulanzi Coman. They could have called it Conan. It would be so much. The difference between this one and this one is they are the same slim format. This one is a little bit taller, like a little bit taller. 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters. It's also about 200 grams. This one. It's also about 200 grams heavier than this one from Manfrotto. But this one is so much shorter. And this one, when I extend it all the way out, I can even look through my viewfinder anymore. That's how tall that tripod is. So I don't even have to take the center column out to have like a really good height. They say it's not as stable as the Peak Design one because the legs don't extend as far out. Like the Peak Design, when you extend it, goes out further. But I don't like it when my tripod is so far. Like I don't want to use that much real estate, especially if I'm in a small area. So this is okay with me. Plus I have a really light camera. I mean, I have my Fuji X100V is like 500 grams soaking wet. I don't want to review this tripod now because I haven't really used it yet. I only used it here in my office. How can I review a tripod? All I can tell you is that it's not too heavy, it's not too big. I can comfortably grip it with my not too small hands. It's the length that I wanted it. It's the weight that I wanted. It has an Arca Swiss ball head, Arca Swiss plate. So I got it. And I thought, Amazon. I got it from Amazon. If I don't like it, I'll ship it back. They're not going to give me grief if I do that. But I like it. So I'm going to keep it. I'm taking it to Vancouver Island next week. And hopefully I can take some more long exposure shots like these ones. If you want an in-depth review of this tripod, the Arca Swiss one, not the F38, let me know and I will give you an in-depth review. And if you want to see more pictures of me traveling around, even if it's just a hike out in the neighborhood, let me know and I can give you those too. Doing it with my iPhone now because who's going to bring all these other cameras with? GoPros and Osmo Pockets and 360s when you're always bringing your phone anyway. So it's all stupid. I'm not doing that anymore. And wobbly, I don't care. You want to see the pictures? You're going to watch the wobbly pictures. I'm not going to stabilize shit. It's just the way it is. Deal with it. Anyway, here we go. That's my video for today. I'm so glad I was able to make it without my camera exploding. And I hope I see you again in my next video. Bye.